Welcome, viewers. Yes, I am participating in a match.
What's that architect have on it for?
Large laser, 2 mediums,
3 mediums and an arc.
And then you're also 6 mediums there, duelist, right?
Yes.
So you guys have got basically a 600-meter engagement, and mine's 400. So,
and you're slower.
Yeah, I'm a little slower, but I think I'm going to have to be in front.
South.
For sure. You've got the most armor, too.
Southwest.
So, radar's cold, I guess, yeah? Or we just want to have them on so we know where they are?
Oh, good eyes on radar.
He's got Gekkum.
Okay, so,
contact 310, 1200 out.
Okay.
So they're way around.
320.
Full stop. So, come back the way we came.
I was going to say we could hug the inside of the wall so that they can't see us and get up on them.
They have an Uller, at least one. They may have had spotted me.
Okay, let's head northeast. Yep.
They're trying to catch up with us. I think they've got a C3 also.
Counterclockwise. They're running counterclockwise as well.
They're trying to close into us. Yeah, they're about 900 out.
Okay, well, do we want to just stop and fight them?
800 out on the other side of this wall.
Keep speed up. We're going to get up in these hills and start sniping them, and then Phylex will finish them when they get close.
Keep an eye on the opening of this gorge. They're going to line up.
Phylex, keep your head down, and, well, fuck it. They're coming right in.
Yeah.
Primary target's the tank. Whatever that tank is, we're going to focus it.
Sure you don't want to do the Ullers? Those are kind of more damage.
Kid Fox arms or squish balls.
Primary Ares, secondary squish balls.
Sorry.
Ares is back.
Narcs up. They have a large laser Puma, so keep an eye on the Puma.
Reloading. Just keep shifting back and forth, rocking while your weapons reload. And get that Ares down.
Okay, I'm engaged directly with this.
Okay, we need to close in.
Back
Raven.
armor that Puma.
Phylex, take down the Puma. Architect and I will take down the Ares. Scratch that. You guys work the Puma. I'll work the Ares. You guys work the Puma.
I'm gonna get hit pretty hard.
Yeah, Phylex disengaged. They're focusing on the fighting.
Ares down. Switch to Silvercraft.
Uller is really soft.
Okay, right side of the Puma.
Narcs up if you got missiles.
Well played.
Good. Was one of them?
They're alive.
So, circumnavigate or head up? What do you guys think?
If we go to the left or right, Duelist, where was that spot we went last time?
Golf 3, Golf 4.
Way at the bottom of the map. What about following around the back side of the ring, the mountain ring?
I mean, that would force a close engagement. That's what we want. Does anyone have radar?
No. We should have thought of that, but whatever. It's not that important on this map. I don't see anything that way. Oh, they're right here.
They're hot, somebody call target.
Working that. Working this out. Is that a mauler? What is their mauler?
It's an awesome.
Oh, yeah, that's where the damage is going to be.
Warhammer is very damaged.
Pulling off.
Warhammer is visible. That Warhammer's probably 2-shot.
Crossing.
Got one coming up behind. Argus behind.
Hate to say it, that leg's almost out.
Ignore the Argus, he's not going to do anything. Awesome's cresting.
Alright, I'm moving to share armor mode.
Awesome's getting soft.
Behind again, behind again, behind again. We gotta take one of these guys out.
Yeah, let's charge the Warhammer, it's got no torso.
Okay, I'll take point.
Yeah. Okay, now we gotta
So-
charge the Awesome.
Got it.
And Argus. Very nice.
Ooh. One or two more hits to that faff.
Yep.
It's okay.
Okay, if we stick along the side, we should have pretty good small engagements.
What's your guys' speed in those? 86?
I top out
74.
pretty fast. I've got mask if needed.
Okay.
Yeah, Carmen, I know it's the better one. I'm curious if we can win with this one, frankly.
That tree looked an awful lot like a Loki for a second there.
They got a Loki out that fast.
Also,
Couple speed hacks.
I'm also a bit concerned with the long reload time on Architects LBX 40s. But watch. I'm gonna get. I'll bet
contact on the other side of this. Mountain.
Sure. Duelist talks brave now, but he's going to be getting
For
cockpitted
visual, at
before
least.
he even gets a shot off. You heard it here first.
I didn't look. Which one of us has the most armor?
Probably the Mark II.
Probably Philex. I'm 2 tons less than a regular MK2.
Okay, user eyeball, see if we spot anything. This is where we'd see him.
They may have gone the same direction, you know, straight south.
You want me to JJ?
Along the sides. Yeah, give it
Don't. Well, let's just look first.
Yeah, they probably went the same ridge line we did on the other side. Well, then again, it'd be silly to assume that they just sit outside of their base too.
Too bad this map doesn't have any indicators like the one with the fireworks.
Channel switched.
Hi, Rick's been, I think, AFK for a bit, but
User entered your channel.
Ping me on Discord. So, anyway, yep. When teams are ready, they have their own channel. They just report there and then let me know that they're ready, and we get them going with their team. Good luck and have fun today.
Thank you.
Channel switched.
List, where are you going?
Oh yeah, let's be clever. Are we gonna go along the side and follow them down, or down the middle? Down the side has better sight lines for a build.
Yeah. I feel like we're probably just NASCARing it right now.
Channel switched.
Welcome, Bob. If you'd like to play, we'll try to get you on a team in a little bit.
Channel switched.
Contact heading 5.
Oh yeah,
Mac
long
head
range
heading.
missiles.
Yeah, we got a wall here we gotta take.
We should go back the way we came. Get behind this mountain.
Yeah, they're in middle. So let's get this mountain, force them to come to us. They were camped up right on that middle mountain.
Yeah, they're on the right corner mountain. I think.
I think we'll be ready for
Yeah, I
the
think I
next
see
team's
something over there.
yeah, within the
They've
next
got
10 minutes.
one ATM
I think
asset,
this will
so
be
careful if you hope to be
supervising
ready to
that.
pull that.
See if I can spot them.
We might put them on a team's
They're
opponent, I
heading
don't know yet.
6 last time.
I'm not sure the SJ team's going to have enough time to participate.
Yeah,
Mhm.
okay, so they're in like the north western corner, I believe. I see them shooting at trees. So I think we should
Interesting strat.
yeah. We should go to the eastern side and approach from the eastern side.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to take our bait.
5s are
No.
only long-range weapons with 2 LBX-5s at 900.
Yeah, none of our mechs have any long range.
You should probably use your mask as you cross. Don't go near the other line, though.
We should go up to like the middle and then cut across so that they can't sneak down the side.
Anyone have eyes on where they are? Are they just sitting?
I think they're just sitting. I mean, that's like I said, I saw them shooting PPCs on trees, like over in that northwest corner.
Because I have eyes on the mountain they were on, and it's empty.
Yeah, see fire again, that same corner.
Really? I'm
Yeah.
looking at the wrong mountain. Oh, they're trying to hit me all the way over here with their small lasers. Good effort, good energy.
They're just trying to draw us.
Match will end at 12 minutes or when one team dies.
So I think we're gonna... I think we gotta just charge them at face value.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be the channel right here.
Do we have any cover to dodge behind?
Let's see. Let me
Because
look
we
up
could
a
just
little
make
bit.
it a game of Frogger. It looked
Oh.
like they're...
They're looking to the south. I see them. There's a Mad Cat looking at us. It's probably an ATM Mad Cat. We don't really
Yeah,
have
there
a
was
whole
ATM.
lot of cover there. So I think we go all the way around and come at them.
Hey, we can. And with our build, that's probably the smartest thing.
They did have a Mad Cat looking in our direction, but I think we're gonna have to just eat that and just
We're
get up
gonna
on
take
them.
shots regardless, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they had a single Mad Cat and a die sheet.
Yeah,
What do you think our first target should be?
Probably the lighter
The
Mad Cat. And
Yeah,
you typically
beautiful.
always target the lightest first. Yeah, they're firing this direction.
Channel switched.
Invictus, start working with the with the SJ team and find them an opponent. Either find them an opponent from the SA backup team and get things slowly rolling.
Which SJ team? Proximal one?
Yeah.
Channel switched.
Oh yeah, those walls are deletable or
SA,
destructible.
get your unassigned team ready to take on SJ
How far
Beta
are they?
Galaxy.
Probably.
Victus is going to be your supervisor
2
for
clicks,
that.
1 click.
You guys can. You're probably going to be on 3v3 server number 2.
They're 1,300 meters.
Oh, we could charge that for sure. That's 500 meters of dry fire, and then we'll be in range.
You guys want to split, maybe?
Let's juke out one ATM shot and then charge out when it misses.
Okay, you want me to lead that?
If you can pull it off, yeah.
Alright, well, let me see if I can't get into come shoot at me range.
Okay, duelists will just wait on his go.
Silvercraft is in the Mad Cat. Okay, they are firing, but they did not
Go,
shoot
yes,
ATMs.
no.
Yeah, let's just go. Yeah, they're shooting
Goes,
ATMs
yep.
now.
Focus Mad Cats.
no, it's not an ATM Mad Cat. It's a Ultra Auto Cannon 10 Mad Cat.
2 Mad Cats actually. Let's get that first.
Silvercraft, did he drop down?
There's a Daishi up there.
Yeah, but he's dropped.
Yeah, skip the other 2 there. Caught out.
Okay, he's back up there.
Right behind you.
I gotta protect my arms, so I'm gonna be jump jetting to support you. Let me know when to spring the trap.
Cauldron, or the Daishi is right here. It's actually probably pop him.
Silvercraft's Mad Cat's beat up on the left side.
Right towards all the Daishi, please.
Daishi's almost down. Good.
Silvercraft is falling down.
Ignore
Let's
him.
take this Mad Cat out we got here. Nice. And then we got one more to mop. Oh, did we lose one? We lost Architect.
Pretty beat up. I'm gonna
I got it, I got it.
Nice.
8%. 8% armor
Good.
on this thing. Alright. Well, they didn't
User
want to
joined your
wait. I
channel.
don't blame them.
Are we playing all 5 maps or just whoever wins first?
You're playing best 3 out of 5, so if one team goes 3-0, it's over.
Okay.
User left your channel.
All right, we are ready to go here, and we're going to see what happens. They like that spot. Worked well for us last night in practice. So, finally we're underway. We've got 2 servers running, 3 almost ready. And I am going to get some pilots together to form a team for 12th Yard to take on. In the tourney. So, we've got a Puma, Puma Charlie, Cougar Foxtrot short-range missiles, and a Puma Prime. So they went for long-range, medium-range, and short-range. This is Star Adder's, I don't want to say comp team, but definitely some of their top players. And they are now going in and facing Clan Jade Falcon's team. Clan Jade Falcon originally had 2 teams. Looks like that they will be merging those into one team for tonight. And we are headed in. And looks like the battle will take a few minutes to get going. Okay, tell Rick to come in when ready. He has 2 other pilots, and I'll get your opponent ready when I can. So anyway, we've got adders with giant arm cannons indeed. We have practically a mirror list, which is quite fun. We have a Cougar Foxtrot, a Puma Charlie, and a Puma Prime. And we are getting ready for battle. The 12VR team is going to take on a mercenary team, given that we have an odd number of teams. And I don't want to add more teams because it was hard getting the original team in. We started at 27, they said. We'll trust them on that, and we will basically figure out which team has the better stratagem or gets the better luck or something that is different, because at the end of the day, this thing is really going to come down to something changing, because this is a very, very similar list, if not exactly the same thing. So we're here on TSA Hell's Gate. This is Star Adder versus Clan Jade Falcon. I want to say one is called Stone Mask and one is called the Falcon Jaegers. I'll have to get back to you on that one. And in this particular fight, it is I, the Mech Master, bringing you commentary where possible as we go, wearing many hats today. And we are live streaming from 3 different servers right now, and we have 4 servers up. We had 8 teams sign up, 9 teams sign up, and let's get to the battle. That Cougar is going to get destroyed heavily. They are focusing complete firepower on it. Scrub God is trying to get out of fire. Lico gets firepower. The problem is they are presenting their mechs one at a time. CJF is, and they are going to pay for this. They have to make a lot of firepower happen fast, because now you see what happens. The Cougar, then the Puma, then the other Puma, and the camping works out significantly well. They do get Scrub Gods, so maybe Jamek can make this interesting and take down one other mech, but facing 2 Pumas on one, I do not believe that he has the firepower nor the armor to battle. So it looks like that the Stone Mask or Stand Arrow, those are the names of their 2 teams. So it's one of them. I'll get back to you on that in a moment. As we get ready to battle, trying to fire up before the server, but I have had some of the pilots leave, which means I need to activate my other supervisor. Okay, that's it. Star Adder goes up 1-0. Pretend that he faced us and the goblins don't do anything with BA and you're good. All right.
Yes.
So that's 3 35-tonners, basically.
All right. So Silver will kind of be the referee rules expert, and then Rick Hunter will be the server changer pace person, okay? All right.
Okay, so this is Hell's Gate, not...
Channel switched.
All right. So, Clan Stone... Let's just call him Star Adder and Clan Jade Falcon. The Clan Jade Falcon first Jaeger. You know what? Let's get this right, but let's follow along a minute. Let's see. 3v3, 3v3, 3v3. Sign up sheet. Sign up sheet. Sign up sheet. Sign up sheet. 3v3 sign up. Okay. I've got that open on the screen now. Okay, so we've got 2 avatars versus each other, and a demo tank and an Ares, and once again, this comes down to positioning. The demo is going to have to get within range to utilize its weapons. The problem is that it can't be by itself. He needs to back up, back up, back up, back up, back that thing up. And this is Star Adder Stone Mask, and let's just call them the Jade Falcon Guards. So, it is a best 3 out of 5, and the red team, Star Adder, likes to keep range, likes to play the meta hard, shall we say, and build their lists to the pilots that show up. Clan Jade Falcon likes to use a bit closer range, and usually builds their lists a bit more based on what works for the map, not so much as what's the overall meta. And the 2 teams are exchanging well. The problem is that the demo is slowing them down, and I am not sure that they are sharing armor very well. Jackie in there and start taking some punches from the enemy. The jump jet's slowing it down. They're about to lose that tank in 3, 2, 1. A demo has a lot of armor, but it needs to rotate in order to do it. You never go up on rocks with that. That thing is either going to get stuck or die. You have a good fight going on. The Falcons are putting up a fight. It got stuck. As long as they don't recognize that it got stuck, the problem is he can't spread his damage. The tank is as good as dead. Had he not gotten stuck, he might have been able to do that, but they did some damage. The problem is that they have taken so much firepower from the enemy. This is going to be a close end to this fight, but I still think that Star Adder has done too much damage. To begin with, right now, that's 3 servers going. This is a thing of beauty. I would cry if I were still able to do so. Well, Lico might be able to take out Carbonell, but he sure as heck ain't taking out a fresh Scrub God. That demo getting stuck and that demo taking a barrage early on were 2 very small mistakes that probably will cost them the match. There you go. A good fight. And we have been forgetting to do this. Let's check the damage really quick. I'm just curious how damaged they are. Here we go. Oh no. Oh no, this was so close. Oh, this was so close. That demo did so much of their damage, but it was not able to protect itself. Well enough in that fight. If it would have been able to just spread the damage, maybe one more side, that might have been their match. That's going to be a heartbreaker. An excellent match, but that's going to be a heartbreaker for the Falcon Guards. All right, fresh. That I should not have pressed that button. Okay, welcome fans to the absolute best SA conversion map there is in the game. This is the best TSA map. I don't care what anybody else says. We love this thing. We play this 5 times more often than any other SA conversion map. It is the home of the Chaos March. We need time to make the drop calculator, dump everybody into a fun game. It is TSA Jungle, and if it looks familiar, it is just a coincidence. Yes. Inspired by. Yes. So, we have 2 teams here. Clan Jade Falcon put up a hell of a fight on that last match. That demo got stuck. That's a heartbreak, and it might end up costing them the single elimination that they are facing here. They might end up having to battle for no better than 3rd place. Later on, they have their combined teams together. I think we are going to end up somewhere in the neighborhood of 6 to 8 teams, and holy crap, I'm looking at the other server, and that was a nasty hit. That was just a nasty hit on whatever that asset was. So, anyway, let's keep this simple. Red team wins, this thing's over. Blue team wins, we go to map 4. They need to focus on the Mad Cats here. This is not a situation where you focus on the Direwolf, because, well, they've got some nasty Masakaris there. I love the 3 Masakari list. Great, and welcome to the Streaks. Streak on! Those lock-on missiles are wonderful, but the problem is they are getting outranged. They are not getting in there and doing enough damage. That Masakari is eating them alive. If Jamik's not careful, one more hit, and that thing is going down like a piece of toast on tissue paper. Trying to get in on the Mad Cats. Direwolf trying to get in there, but Direwolf and Jamik need to both get in there. That Direwolf pilot is not going to let them get within 150 meters. They go down. They don't have the firepower to finish this off. They needed a different approach. They might take down the Direwolf. I don't know why. You need to take down the Mad Cats, and no! It crashed! It crashed! No! That match, though. That match. The Direwolf might take on... That Direwolf might go down, but those Mad Cats are going to finish the job. We are done here. Most likely. I would be surprised if we get back into this battle and the Falcons were able to pull one out. It was a good strategy. Those were good mechs. A good counter for what SA was doing. But the problem was they did not have the patience to find an approach. Jungle is all about how you approach the enemy when you use short-range assets, and well, that one just wasn't gonna work. I think they did a lot of damage. I think the Direwolf and one of the Mad Cats was very beat up at the end of that. But again, I would unfortunately we missed the end of that one. But the Masakaris, you need to keep them together. And as soon as they split off that third Masakari, I don't care what range it had. So you can see that the Mad Cats are still, they were still up. I'm curious to see the damage, frankly. So we'll go in and see that. Sorry, active server, not ship on planet Jupiter. Sure, it's going to get there eventually, but when it lands, you don't want to be within any kilometers because it is just going to be a big, nasty mess. So, these are the Smoke Jaguar Beta Galaxies, Kids in Wraith, and Rook Zero and Proxima. All high-ranking members of Clan Smoke Jaguar Beta Galaxy. Then they decided under their own power to come together and have some fun, and they are trying to get themselves a crack at Carbonell and his team of Star Adder. I want to say it's the Stone Mask. I can never keep that thing straight. Let's take a look here. It's actually on the TeamSpeak. Yes, Stone Mask. Stone Mask eagerly awaits their opponent, either the 12th Vegan Rangers or Smoke Jaguar. The Vegan Rangers got here, taking down the mercenary team. That was very controversial because it had a number of pilots that had to keep rotating in and out. But it was something that was necessary, really, for the bracket to be able to continue in time. The problem was that we didn't seed it with consistent pilots. If it would have been the same pilots throughout the fight, we would have been in good positioning. And we see that the Rangers are waiting for the Jaguars to come into battle. Special thanks to the Rangers for providing our 4th, 5th, and 6th servers today so that we could take the load off the HBG network, and I am trying to find the Jaguars. There we go. So, analysis. A Puma Beta, Rio Prime, and Thor Echo. That is Gauss, large lasers, and 2 heavy. And 3 large lasers. So, large lasers and Gauss to take on whatever's in a Caldy C, and a dual heavy large laser Puma and an LRM and large laser Vulture. So, lots of range there. Not a lot of armor. Thor's got a bit more armor than the Vulture, but the Caldy has got more armor than the Rio. Pumas kind of cancel each other out, so it'll be interesting to see how this goes. We are running a big tournament. It ended up being a big tournament. The thing that we had to do, though, was get things rolling, and as soon as I started handing things off, as soon as I had to run a team, drop command a team, be part of a team, that was what started slowing us down. I should have handed off my spot to another Jaguar, but hey, you put together a big-ass tournament like this with the help of lots and lots of awesome volunteers. As long as it's not a conflict of interest, it is kind of nice to get the play a little bit. So, viewers, here's the deal. We scheduled 3 to 4 hours for this, and we are going to be coming up on 4 hours before we're able to wrap up this battle. And so we will try hard to get the campaign together and show you the finals tonight. But we may have to call it due to rain, and if we do, things get interesting because this is meant to be a one-day event. And Proxima had a very fair criticism, if you heard me earlier on the stream, where I should have put the Merc team not so much out of their misery, but at least bunched up what they were doing. They were able to bring it to a 2-2, but I overrode the team and gave 12VR the victory, since at that point, by the time we were ready to go with map 5, every single pilot that had been playing for those early victories was no longer available, and I don't like to sub out when we need to. I feel it changes the bracket too much, and Proxima gets a jump shot while the Rangers try and counter that. They need to back up the Vulture out of the range of those large lasers. Those large lasers will eat that Vulture alive. That's exactly what's happening. The Kaldenborn is trying to attack with its head cannon, and they have some armor. They're getting good shots, but that initial volley is the problem right now. As the, wow, watching this from two different angles really changes up the ability to commentate. Jaguars have taken some damage, but they've made their shots count. That's kind of the difference right now, and they are trying to get those missiles working, the ATMs and the LRMs, but the problem is that they are fighting low to high. And that doesn't work terribly well. You see the ATMs are getting good hits. The LRMs are not, and that is allowing Proxima to just sit there without fear of being taken down as they lose a mech. The Rangers lose a mech there. And this is going to be an uphill fight for them to do much. They just... fighting on that hill was a bad position for them. There wasn't much that they could do because the Jaguars had the ability to fire from all sides. And I'm sure they did a lot of damage here, but this is going to be 1-0 Jaguars. Let's go ahead and take a look at the damage. I think that the Thor was pretty beat up. The Ryokan was pretty beat up at the end. A good fight. But nonetheless, Jaguars are up 1-0. And let's see here. Puma damaged. Thor. Alright, Puma damaged. And we move on to the next. Jungle. Welcome to... the jungle? That's how it goes. Alright, so 2 MCATs, Argus versus a Bloodass and other stuff. Uller Alpha. So we've got camping and direct fire, as we predicted earlier. The thing is, who sees what first, and can they get the shots off? That'll be the interesting part. Ooh, this time the Vegan Rangers get the first shot off. Proxima returning the favor. Waiting for his big boys to get up there and get some shots off. We've got an MK2 Prime with dual Gauss. We've got a Bloodass with dual Gauss. Proxima's team has 5 Gausses. Can you Gauss how many Gausses it takes to Gauss a mech through its core? Wow, that sounded even stupider than I thought it would. But yes, the nice thing about Gausses is that they shoot well, but if you miss the shot, or aren't patient enough for the long reload, the rest of your weapons aren't very good, theoretically at least. So here's the thing. The Rangers got the initial shot, and they are punishing these mechs as they jump jet into their position. They're doing pretty damn darn good, but these Gauss shots are hitting and hitting and hitting. Now, the SJ team does not want to fight at close range. They can, if they want to. Those Mad Cats are ripping and tearing things apart. But, speaking of ripping and tearing, ouch. So, just when I think that this might go one way, it goes the other way. You could almost say that it was chaotic. We'll see you next time. The Rangers are on the verge of being left out of the consideration for the championship and might end up in the 3rd place bracket if they're not careful on the next map. Here we go. Oh, here we are. In case you're wondering, it all depends on when these things get in range. Triple Masakari list is wonderful. I was using Masakaris before they were in events like this, before they were popular. I used to take these things in 3v3s, in back before I even ran them. Well, I've always been running them, but anyway. Here's the thing, though, and we saw it earlier today. They have to work together in a team at the same range, presenting themselves all at the same time, sharing armor, so that all 3 things, quote-unquote, equally take shots. Because, here's the thing. When the weakest thing in this list is a bloody Timberwolf, you are going to have to share armor, because that is the Great Death, the Direwolf, and that thing could take out 2 of those Masakaris if it's given enough time. We're gonna have a quick battle here. There is no sugarcoating this. This is going to be a a pretty quick fight here as I try to rotate on a touchscreen. Oh well, it's the other camera. Good enough. The Mechwarriors have a very good chance. If they are close-range Mechwarriors, like the Icy Hot and other things that are short-range, they have a good chance if they come out there and fire all their guns at once on an unsuspecting Rook 0 or Kidsin. There are two strategies in most drops. You either take out the biggest, most dangerous, most heavily armed thing so that it can't spew its mighty power all over you, for lack of a better term, or you go for the lightest thing so that you get a kill, and then you go for the next lightest thing, and then you worry about the big fat thing last because it doesn't have anything to support it at that point. Time to kill is everything. These Mechwarriors are doing what they're supposed to. Remember I said they have to be in the same area, shooting the same thing. But what I think happened, they put a ridiculous amount of hurt on that awesome on Kidsin. But he was able to get away. That's why we only have two Mechwarriors left. I like Slopper's chances against Proxima here. I'm not sure about Rick's against Rook. Alright, so they've done some damage. But holy bloody crap, what a fight. But this is not one of those, it's not one of those days where we're seeing many mechs killed by one side. It's a very determined enemy. This is a dangerous enemy, but VR is putting up more of a fight than they see. But you can see how close they were. Had they taken out the awesome, well, this match could have gone very differently. But that's it. SJ goes to the championship round. When is the championship round? Today? Question mark. 20 next week, tomorrow, who knows? We'll find that out very shortly.
See,
Yeah.
we all have at least one 900-meter weapon, so we should make best use of that as we can.
My feeling is they're probably gonna do the Ryokan game. I think
Maybe.
they're min-maxing on Ryokans. At least one Ryokan, two Ryokans plus some poor schmuck and a blamer.
We should get out of the middle, like ASAP. That's
Yeah.
a bad place to go.
I think our best sightlines are gonna be within the mountains somewhere.
Yeah. They probably already. No, I don't know.
Permission to enhance my optics.
Permission
Pending.
granted. Oh, these are the crazy things you can't walk on.
90% of the time, fights happen on two places: the mountain ranges or the center island.
Yeah, we want to force the mountain range. I'm not seeing them across from us, and they're not in the middle, so they're probably going to bump into us pretty soon up here.
Yep.
Where's that from? Yep, they're there.
Going 250 degrees straight up the hill.
Ryokan.
Alright, well, let's get radar on, huh? Oh, no, they've got radar off still, so.
Cresting. 600 out.
They have Hag 30 Scat. Blue Laser Rio.
They're on the mountain. If we want to fall down, we can force them to crest.
Yeah, we might. They've got good poke weapons, so.
We could jiggle them with the PPC.
I mean, if we were to run up underneath them right now, that would put them in kind of a weird
They're
position.
heading back toward
Let's
C3.
run up under them.
Yeah.
What was that? One hacked Shadowcat, right? And I got hit with a PPC?
Yeah, I haven't seen their third mech yet.
Scat's trying to poke up here.
Architect, slow down. You're long range.
Yeah.
So this might not actually be a great position.
They may have 2 stragglers up on the hill and just make this shadow.
I would
cat
imagine
run
they're
away.
in C1. If I were them, that's where I'd go.
I got a
Okay,
radar
I'm
ping in
yeah.
like in C3 a second ago.
They could take the. They could take those. Yeah, they're there. Got a shut off. They're in the 3rd rung of these mountains in front of us.
What's the bearing?
200. These mountain ranges.
190 in Charlie Delta 2 mountains. Fuck.
Yep, they're here.
I only have the Shadow Cat on radar.
They're all on the other side of that mountain.
Oh yeah, they're all there. Ow! Don't go around that corner.
We don't have full good folk here.
Yeah, we need to re-engage.
Let's
I'm
force
pretty-
it from the other side of the mountain, water side.
Duelist, I feel like you should probably be in the front.
Okay, give me a heading.
Well, we're
let's
gonna go.
engage water side 180.
Against the mountains or toward the water part?
Oh, right, the mountain's still the beach.
Be advised that they could jump straight down on us if they went back up in these hills.
But that would be advantageous to us.
If I were them, they're probably in the dropship at Delta 1.
Right now, they're chasing, kiting around from our backside, it looks like. At least that's where the Shadow Cat flipped once. And they did have a Ryokin. I think it's the
Alright, now
laser Ryokin. Let's curve around this mountain range and try and see where they are on Phylex.
Damn it. One time that I forget to uncouple it. Couple it, whatever it's called.
Any visual?
That's a negative.
They probably curved up behind us, following where we went. We could just run away from the mountains, and once they crest from behind us, we could poke them down from there.
Is our ass clear?
That's probably where
Seems
they're
to
going to
be.
show up.
Oh, that's the edge of the map. Blip
Nope,
at
we're 75. That's where they're
75.
going to be. Duels, watch out.
Where is the edge of this thing? Jesus fuck. Don't go that way. It's the edge of the map.
Yeah. Felix, hang up for a sec. Gotta catch up with Duelist. Let's crest over this mountain at the same time in case we bump into him. Ready on you.
Yeah, I mean, I am way, way more damaged than you guys.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, Duelist and I should take the front then.
Are we going forward?
Yeah, keep your eyes clear. They're probably down on this mountain range.
They're either center or Charlie 7, most likely.
Well, there
Yeah.
was that random blip from far up the coast.
Yeah, I'm saying maybe like B4-ish area.
We have to keep an eye on time a bit. About halfway through. 17:30. So we got 8 minutes.
Contact 75, they're all there.
They're focusing the shit out of me.
Shoot anything but the Shadow Cat, probably. It's fresh.
We can
Only
approach
thing in range.
if we can approach if we drop, probably.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, what are we gonna focus? They have the same.
Don't shoot the Shadow Cat, basically. That's the only thing.
Duelist and running alone. Okay, so let's get their laser radigan. They have a gush vulture, which I think we should get that after the radigan.
Alright, let me know when.
I'm down below. I have a pretty good shot on him right now.
Taking damage. Okay, I'm
Duelist, we
covered.
gotta get back on this ridge. We're split up.
Ridge.
Here. Because we're locked in
down.
with that one dumb ridge.
I'm down. Okay. Too many fucking hits.
Yeah, they're rushing in. Duelist, you gotta run. We can kite them.
Get a team. Come on, seriously, guys. How hard is it to get a team together?
Oh, it's with you, Duelist. Come on up with me. We gotta kite them through the water, I think.
Okay, if you come around that corner, they're gonna be able to see you.
Okay, they've got one. Their Shadow Cat's
Let's go.
low.
Let's back up to the next island really quickly.
Yeah. Shadow Cat's coming up. Racken has eyes.
User disconnected from your channel.
Ooh, I'm low. Yep, 0 CT for me. Good luck, guys.
Channel user
switching.
left your channel.
Status.
Yeah, just got access to the server. Gonna be changing the map.
Okay, what's the score right now?
2-1 to us.
Okay, thank you kindly.
No problem.
Channel switched.
Grab pilots from other teams if you need to.
Channel switched.
Users, the sound's going to cut off for the end of this battle. Whoa! Don't want to do that. Where's the other chat? Sorry guys, gave you my best.
No, if I liked you right, we should have gone for a pokier build with these
Long
sidearms.
range. Yep.
I thought we'd be able to force a small range engagement, but with clay and medium mechs, how fast and kitey they are.
Yeah.
Not on this train.
Ryokins 54% center, Shadowcats 46% side. Other Ryokin is 24% side and 34% center. Okay,
Go.
we're live.
I think that works.
So there's a hill in the middle and a hill on the other side. Which are we going? Hill on the other side?
Okay, radars. I've got Gecko, so I'm hot. If they want to go brawl, this hill
There
could
they
be
are.
a...
I see pink. They're right in front of us at 300. Yep, there's another one at 305.
Okay, let's start cutting backwards. If we get pinched behind this hill, they're going to hit us up there short range because they're rushing us.
Yeah, back up. Or okay. Well, if we go behind the hill, we're just gonna get in a brawl.
Duelists try and land an arc, we could start running.
I don't have the kind of range.
They're gonna crest now. Crest now.
Arc up.
Good.
Where the fuck are you guys?
Water.
I'm down.
Damn. Okay, duelists, let's start kiting.
Yeah, about that.
They rushed hard that one.
Damn. $64, right?
Gene fire.
Something, something.
Group fire.
Alright, so are you drop commanding duelist or?
What are you guys?
I could
User
take
joined
it.
your channel.
I've got
Yeah.
radar hot active, or radar anyways, because of that
All right,
Yeah,
procs.
They're to the.
contact.
Sorry.
If you guys are ready.
User left your channel.
All right.
They're on the hill at 130. Masakari.
Oh, fuck.
Ah, crap! I couldn't back up because of the Morgue.
Okay.
My CT's at 50 already because of the.
Yeah.
They're just out of my range.
Okay, if we got backup, this isn't the right engagement. Let's go around the hill.
Yep.
Should have known this was going to be a range game.
Morgue's gonna be rough on this terrain.
I'll live.
This is going to be rough. Well, if they see us going this way, which I'm sure they've got some Gecko unit, this is not going to be their favorable engagement anyways.
All right, viewers, we're overextended ourselves a little bit.
They're heading 73 just up
Trying to
here.
get that damn
Range.
championship match in.
700 out. I think they've got another improved Gauss.
Okay,
system
hit on the
really
Mad
in
Cat.
range.
Another hit in the Mad Cat. Its right side is heavily damaged.
I gotta be second line hero now. Well,
Okay, got hit in the Daishi.
Left orbital.
damn, did they just go all Gauss?
Left orbital critical. Left orbital destroyed.
Okay, that's it. Alright, thanks for joining us, Jamek. Unfortunately, there's only going to be one camera angle for this one unless I fly with this other computer, but I just, I don't think... Alpha multitask, maybe. Anyway, third place on the line. Bit of good tournament with a bit of controversy in it. It'll be interesting. The team that wins third place might be disputed by the team that might have had a chance to get in there. So let's get in here and take a look and see what we're dealing with. I see a Puma. I see a Puma. I see a Puma. We've got two PPCs, 2 heavy large lasers, and 6 medium beam lasers taking on whatever the hell the other team has. And a special, wow! They have PPCs too! I thought that was an exclusive technology! They have medium beam lasers as well! What are the odds? It's a mirror list! They took the exact same thing! And they blew up the exact same mech at the same time! It's gonna come down to who can take the heat, because it is getting hot, hot, hot here in the 2019 Spring ThreeV3. Woohoo! The last thing that you want are a bunch of flamers. And how dare they take your name? Here's the interesting thing. Which one is the real Lico? I cannot tell. But, it looks like that this is gonna come down to who overheats. Who's got the coolant? Who gets the shot off? The copy Lico is making Direwolf dance around, and Direwolf needs desperately to get to the water, but he can't because his back is out. And I think that the Lico pilot is just toying with him at this point. I mean, sure, he fired some ERPPCs into him, but waited a long time, and it looks like they're both pretty damaged. Heat. More heat. Oh, and he missed his ERPPCs. This might come down to the final shot! Oh! If this was soccer, we would say something like, goal! All right. Now that is some exciting shit. Because, think about this, folks. He had flamers! The match was determined by the weakest weapon in the entire game. One more shot! One more shot. That was a close match. That was a close match. 10 tons. And it is clan tech only, so you won't be seeing any inner sphere stuff. Heading out here, the teams are ready. Well, I should have done some more pregame. So let's just keep this simple. Caldenborn, Mad Cat, Thor. Thor doesn't have a lot of armor, so the other two things are going to have to soak up the damage. While Lico's mech is hard-hitting, but with a long reload time. He has to watch his heat, because that thing can run really hot, really fast. The enemy team bringing a Blood Asp, an MK2, and an Uller. This is a similar list to what Proxima brought with the SJ team on Jungle against 12th VR. And it ended up working out, but it took a lot of damage in the process. Kind of a similar list, that the Blood Asp and the MK2 have to take the hits, while the Uller has to sit there and look pretty. So anyway, we're not supposed to be following that team, and we have contact! And that Caldenborn is going to go down. Mad Cat coming in. I'm just not sure they're focusing enough fire on that Blood Asp to bring it down, and their Caldenborn took a beating getting up there. The thing that they have working in their favor is that the Uller's long reload time. You see Uller with 2 of your mechs, you probably should take it down. The Caldenborn probably dead behind us, and there goes the Mad Cat, and that's going to do it. Fast, nasty fight. Over in seconds, all because of positioning. They want the Blood Asp. They might get it. But at the end of the day, that Caldenborn took too much damage on the lead-in charge. Sometimes you need to have a bit more patience when you go in. It's a stealth strategy here, the right mechs, the right situation. But at the end of the day, they went all in, and they weren't able to bring their guns to bear early. So anyway, just out of curiosity, let's see how damaged these mechs are, but I would suspect that the Uller is largely untouched, and that the MK2 is probably about 50%. Alright, so just like that, momentum shifts the other way. We are tied 1-1. First team to get to 3 wins, wins. Connect potentially, which, yep. Nope. Alright, looks like we might actually be getting underway. We are. So what are we looking for in this battle? What do they want to do? I haven't looked at the variants. Don't need to. These are not long-range assets. They are medium range to close range. You just don't use long-range assets on... Alright, we got to follow the other team. You don't use long-range assets on this map. Often. Now, I'll tell you a story after the match of the worst drop that I have ever been in because of a mistake that I made. more of a breach of trust. All right, so the Vulture is going to get hit by the Ryokin. That Ryokin is the key to this match. At the end of the day, that is Ryokin goes down. That's what happens. So let's see what happens. We've got lasers, we've got SRMs. Sorry about the camera angle, but I can't switch fast enough. That Vulture, the not actually Luca Vulture, is taking severe damage quickly. If they're not careful, that thing's gonna end up on the ground dead. Causing damage. There goes a side torso on it. Yep, there he goes. That was very good use of the LRM missiles. They tag or something. I don't know. It looks fancy. How about that? The Ares becomes important here. It has to take the damage off the remaining Vulture, and it just can't. So at the end of the day, the Vultures had the firepower, but they got the jump. The Ryokin was able to get the jump. Serious damage with its ATM launcher and heavy large laser and whew. Falcons meant business on that one. At the end of the day, those Vultures did not have the ability to use their awesome firepower concentrated before the enemy got the jump. I will tell you, out of anything you ever remember, positioning, and that was much closer than it looked. Vulture was about to pop, Shadowcat was about to pop, Ryokin was come to the, let's just call it restart replay of the match. We had a disconnect, and the pilot supervisor decided with the situation to restart the battle. Lists were locked, the teams know what they have, and so now you'll see a different strategy between the two teams battling for third place. One team is using a Hollander and two Osiris, an Osiris and an Anubis versus a Raven and two Owens. Here's the thing, the Hollanders lost the element of surprise, and the two teams now can use their mechs and weapons to counter the enemy team. At least theoretically, that's the idea. This is a very low tonnage weight thing, and by far that Hollander is the heaviest thing that they have out there, given now that we know what the bloody heck that is. That is a Gauss cannon, which is a bit surprising to not have just brought the... and it's Intersphere Tech only, so you can't bring the Uller Alpha. Besides, I believe that one of the teams has already brought an Uller Alpha. So here's the deal. These two mechs can't die, but they also have to do enough damage against the enemy, and they're run into each other, and may the best mech win. Ha 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 ha. See, I can be evil when I don't have to be impartial being the supervisor. I like it. So, anyway, that Hollander needs to get the heck out of there. But that's not going to happen. So, What's going to die first? The Anubis? The Owens? I can't even tell what died. I just know that that Hollander is going to become less and less favorable as soon as he loses his escort. Now, if we get the kills, it does get interesting. That Hollander is not built to take on that Owens. What Owens? Is this seriously possibly going to go to a map 5? There's the Owens! Look at that! Verticality in a Mechwarrior battle! Oh, I never say never. So, red team wins. It's over. We're done here. Blue team wins. We go to map 5. They lost the Raven. Lost the Owens arm. We're going to map 5. Controversy or not? I personally think that it won't be controversial. Frankly, I've been in battles like this, and no matter how it is, if it is something that didn't end, if it was something that didn't end with 100% from og to finish, your mech piloting versus the enemy team's mech piloting, other things get in there and affect the flow. It's always something in the back of your mind. Anyway. Just out of curiosity, how damaged is the Hollander? How did the Hollander not get its cannon blown off? That's practice 101. You blow the cannon off the Hollander. Well, anyway, we have the Anubis. We have the Hollander. So, if I'm counting this correctly, we are tied at 2-2. Which means that if we don't throw that map out, which is well within the supervisor's rights, the referee's rights, assuming that counts, then we fight a definitive map 5 here in the end of the day 1. I cringe when I think about that, because even though it's a lot of fun, we have to get geared up and set it up again next weekend. But the championship round will be on the next week, Saturday. 21:30 UTC, roughly, between Clan Smoke, Jaguar, Beta Galaxy, and Star Adder. Stone Mask. So, we will wrap this up with one more map. Theoretically, I will have to wait for the call from the referee. But that was interesting, taking the Hollander, but then using a Gauss cannon instead of the head. We are, as far as I'm concerned, the championship of today's event, with an extra special championship following it next weekend. That is correct, folks. The final round of the third place championship is going on right now to determine first and second place in the overall tournament. We will be back next weekend due to a scheduling conflict between the teams, and we are going to have a lot of fun with that. So, after the controversy on Forest Valley, you want to finish this. You were in the driver's seat. It slipped out of your hands due to circumstances that might have been out of your control. And if you're... that was the Falcons guards, and if you are Standing Arrow Star Adder, you've had a second opportunity on life. So, here we are, round 3 at 255 tons with no restrictions on jungle. What other way can there be to finish up such a masterful tournament on such a beautiful Saturday evening, afternoon, morning? Ha! The sun's probably been up and down in a few places by the time we've been done. But anyway, tournament was scheduled to last 3 to 4 hours, much closer to that 4-hour part, and we are going to be around 5 hours and 30 minutes. So, a little over optimistic on my part, but we probably could have shaved about half an hour off of that. I can't remember. It's been so long, but I can't remember if we started the live stream when we actually were starting the fights. Because if not, we might still be on that 4 hours plus an hour of prep time. So it all comes down to this. There are multiple live streams out there in addition to the best one. And I'll let you think what I think is the best one. But at the end of the day, there are many cameras out here in this arena, and this is about as e-sporty as we're going to get here in the arena. It is packed! There isn't a seat available in the house as we get going on this upcoming fight, and we'll throw analysis in later because they have started, and within a few minutes we will find out who is the champion for tonight and third place team for the entire tournament itself. Bringing out the big guns, I see. The question is, though, Direwolf or Warhawk? Can't quite tell. Their problem is the enemy team brought the non-Warhawk variety. So this will be interesting. This team going with a lot of armor here. Going with the awesome Blood-Ass Mechwarrior. The thing is, that awesome is going to need to be awesome and not mediocre. Insider joke, we'll get to you on that later. The other team, which I should state, this is the Falcons, looking to finish in third place. Opposing them, Star Adder, Stand Arrow. And speaking of standing, that Direwolf is looking to stop something from standing, i.e. removing its ability to stand. Because a dead mech usually doesn't get back up more than once. 0 times? I'm not sure. So, guessing at their weapon systems, they want to fight at medium range. If they get up close, they don't care. But with those rotary autocannon 5s, PPCs, large pulse lasers, and heavy large lasers and medium lasers, they can whack hard at 600 meters with their weapons. Maybe even get some things out to 700. But if they get in a close range fight, do they have the armor to survive the onslaught? All I can see on the enemy team, they are still looking for each other. Stand Arrow is standing around with a Gauss Direwolf, and you can see them way off on the edge of your screen. They do not quite see each other right now. But if they brought a 100-tonner, that only leaves 155 tons for your other two assets, and that sounds fine, but when you've split it a little bit more evenly, each of these things could win the match on the Clan Jade Falcon team. This is Jungle. Doesn't look like much of a jungle. Come to think of it, it's definitely Tropical Paradise, but I don't know. That's a volcano! Who the hell would build an arena in a volcano? I don't know. I don't know. But that is insane. So, here's the match. Do you take down the Direwolf? Do you take down whatever the other side things are? Let's cheat and get a little preview here. Oh boy, they are camping. Camping teams win, don't you know? 9 times out of 6. Wait, that isn't right. But still, you get the idea that if you're camping, it usually goes rather well. Now, you've got some serious firepower here. Here's the problem. Oh, Jamek just got jammed! With the full brunt of the team, they are trying. He returns fire, but he only has 2 PPCs. Needs to get in range for the racks. There go the racks. The Blood-Ass is getting hammered here, but that means is ready to go. How bad is the Warhawk getting hit? Not too bad at all, and it is laying down some serious suppressing firepower. They miss with the Gauss shot, but it gets hit with the ATMs. Oh, the Mechwarrior just took some punishment there. I just don't know. They have spread damage well, but they are literally up a hill whether they're going to take this. There is simply a hill between the two teams determining who will be the third place champion. And given the fact that the night that we have had, with its ups and ups and ups, and really no downs, it is something that they have earned to be able to sit there for 6 hours and concentrate and keep your sharpness on with the downtimes in between the fights and having fights that weren't even on the bracket, and still to be able to come together and raise individual skill as a team. I think that these players earn the right to be called champions here in the arena. And it is going to be that much harder. Stand Arrow has made their stand and shot an arrow through the heart. Awesome mech. Now, they've closed the distance. And what's going on? No! The carnage! The chaos! This just got interesting. Direwolf against 2 assaults. I don't care how damaged it is. That's what this match is. Yes, there is a mech in the background shooting out the back of the blood axe. But at the end of the day, Direwolf goes down, you have a chance. Direwolf doesn't go down, you're dead. That is how this is going to end. It's over! It's finally over! We are free! We can go to bed! Ladies and gentlemen, Stand Arrow stands above all this evening, but they finish in 3rd place after being dispensed by the Smoke Jaguars. Beta Galaxy, but they're fellow brothers in arms. Stone Mask gets a chance at the overall championship coming up 1 week from today. We are entering post-game show soon. I need a break. So we're going to look at pretty pictures or throw on the hold screen.